Welcome to the Football for Kids podcast with me, Darren Rees. This is a Patreon-only episode as chosen by you, the super listeners of the Football for Kids podcast. In this episode, we're going to be speaking about one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. A keeper who was acrobatic, seriously fast, and loved nothing more than winning. We're going to be talking about the Danish sensation, Peter Schmeichel. Peter Schmeichel was born on the 18th of November in 1963. It was his birthday just the other day, and he was 60 years old. Peter's mum was a Danish nurse, and his dad was a Polish jazz musician. Quite the combination. Peter started playing football when he was around 8 years old, and he played for a few different Danish teams, showing off his elite skills. One of the teams which Peter played for when he was younger went something ridiculous like 2 years without being beaten. Many of the wins and draws were thanks to his ridiculous goalkeeping skills. Eventually, when he was around 18 years old, he broke into the senior team of a Danish side called Glad Saxe Hero. When he first started in the senior squad, the team were not winning games and they ended up getting relegated from the Danish 3rd Division. The team's performance overall really wasn't that great, but a young Peter Schmeichel was one of the players who really stuck out. So much so that the newspapers mentioned how good he was personally. Peter continued playing in the Danish football leagues for 10 years, and in that time he spent 5 seasons with the top Danish side, Brøndby, where he won 4 league trophies and the Danish Cup. And it was during his time in particular, as well as his international career, that he really started to get noticed by the footballing world. In 1991, Manchester United and Sir Alex Ferguson got their hands on Peter Schmeichel for just over £500,000, a deal that Sir Alex called the bargain of the century, because he knew from seeing Peter play for Denmark and the club teams that he was potentially one of the greatest keepers in the world. In Peter's first season with Manchester United, they won the League Cup and came second in the Premier League. And in 1992, Peter was elected the world's best goalkeeper. Sir Alex